Hello, my yarny friends. I'm Sara Sach, and welcome to Coffee and Crochet with Sara. And Happy New Year! I just keep thinking it over and over in my mind. How in the world can it be 2024? It seemed like just yesterday it was 1981 and I was graduating from high school. Boy, I got old fast. It's okay. I have a whole desk full of things to talk about. Plus, I want to talk to you about our giveaway for January, which I'm super duper excited about. And also, I want to thank Heidi Bentley for contacting me, letting me know she got her box there. Our winner from November hadn't contacted me yet, so I hope it made it. It's real important to me that you do. When you win, and I send a box out to you, I almost always send it priority. It's worth the extra money to me to make sure it gets to you. But you've got to let me know you got it, okay? So, anywho, like I said, I've got a lot of things to talk to you about today. Before we get started, let's do our clinkety clink clink clink. I am finishing off the last of my mocha peppermint creamer that's sugar-free. I've been drinking this last cup very slowly, enjoying all the aroma and the flavor. I'm using just the coffee. I really love the Aldi coffee. I get the morning blend. It's a little bit cheaper. It tastes just like Folgers to me. Sometimes I go ahead and get Folgers if I'm a little low on coffee. I cannot stand to not have an extra can of coffee, just FYI. So anywho, clinkety clink clink clink. Yes, I have coffee issues, just like I have yarn issues. Well, I wanted to share some things with you. A lot of you probably saw me post on Facebook about my dog, Rosie. What happened is, last Tuesday, I think it was the day after Christmas. So Christmas was on Monday, so it was Tuesday. I was sitting on the bed, putting my shoes on. She got impatient with me and jumped off the bed. Now, both of my dogs are almost 15 and 16. And so, Rosie has hip dysplasia. She has since she was little, so we try not to let her jump. But that girl loves to jump. Well, she got impatient with me and she jumped off the bed and she just yelped like crazy. So I just picked her up and held her and she was shaking really hard. And I said, well, let's go out and go potty, So I picked up her brother, Maximo under my other arm, and I'm carrying these two little chihuahuas out the back door. And I set her down and she just couldn't even use her back legs. And it scared me half to death. I mean, I was totally scared. I looked up online what I can do, and there really wasn't anything that I could do. And so when I called my husband, told him about it. She did eat, but she was still just in so much pain. And she was sort of limping along by afternoon. I'm like, this is not right. This is not right. And then I noticed on her paw that these are her two back legs, okay? Then I noticed on her front right paw, it looked kind of swelled up. And it was really pink between her two middle toes. Or I don't know what you call those, but, their little paws in between. It was really pink. And I'm like, okay. My husband comes home from work and he makes some phone calls and we get her in to the vet. Not our normal vet, but this vet was amazing. They were so nice. And they did a complete look over her. And they x-rayed her back and her hips. They did tell me she hadn't gone potty in a while, and it's probably because she wasn't able to because she was sore. But it looked like she didn't break her back, but she really injured it. And then on her paw, she just had some sort of an infection. And so they opened that up and cut that open on the bottom and had to completely clean that out. And so this girl is on 5 different medications. Plus they gave her medications there. Of course, they had to knock her out to do the little surgery on her paw. But as of yesterday morning, she was doing so much better. She's got anti-inflammatories, painkillers, antibiotics. She's got something because they think it's a neurological thing in her nerves in her back now. So we're going to have to really watch that. But yeah, she's on 5 different medications. And I discovered she's got a ninja tongue, okay? I cannot put those pills in peanut butter. What I have to do is I take some of the soft food and I put the pills inside and I roll it in a ball and then I trick her. There's one pill that two of the pills taste just like chicken. She has no problem with those. The one that doesn't is the one that she needs, which is the anti-inflammatory. She can get her tongue around that thing and kick that thing out of there. Okay, the other one that for the neurological thing is a dropper. So I just kind of hold her and squirt it in her mouth real quick. But anyway, as of yesterday, she's doing pretty good. She's not 100% yet, so keep thinking about her. But, oh boy, did that scare me half to death. I'm like, what kind of Christmas present is that? How do I watch from the live point? This is live right now. This is the live video. Right now, we're doing the live video. Right here on YouTube. So anyway, Rosie's doing a lot better, and I wanted to just share that with you. Also, my husband and I celebrated 42 years of wedded bliss. It hasn't always been easy, but it's worth it. I wanted to show you what he bought me. It is so cute. Let me turn it on. If I can find the lever here. There it is. Isn't this cute? And the little light is all lit up. Isn't that cute? I thought it was adorable because they're sitting under a cable blanket. She's got a knit hat on, and they're holding coffee cups. Hers says, I think it says cuddle weather, and his says, you warm me. Isn't that cute? I just thought it was adorable. He's not a big gift giver. I mean, we just at this age and stuff, we just don't really give gifts. But I wanted you all to see that because I thought it was just adorable. Let me turn the light on it back off. All right. Anyway, I had a really great Christmas. I had a really great New Year's. Our sweater party went great. One of my daughter-in-law was really sick. She came anyway, but she wasn't 100%. So we did play the games. We had a lot of fun. And remember I told you we had the ugly sweaters, and somebody asked me how I put the money inside them. So I took those little tiny zip bags, and then I put a ribbon through it and tied it through. And all they had to do is pull the ribbon, and then the bag would come out and they could see their money. Well, we voted on all the different funny sweaters, the fuzziest, the silliest, the sparkliest, the really, really ugly, things like that. And everybody just picked, and everybody got a sweater. Well, my grandson, Aiden, who is going to be 16 next week, he got the bag inside that had a $100 bill in it. The only thing was it was fake. He's like, Oma, because they all call me Oma. He's like, I can't spend this. I said, I know. So I gave him my money. They all had some of them just had a couple pennies all the way up to a $10 bill. It was so much fun. But we did have a really fun time. But I wanted to show you the gift my daughter made me. I just love this. She did a fantastic job. Let me see. There we go. She knit this. And y'all know I love to knit, but it's not my greatest forte. Okay, she knit this, and this is a cardinal. She did all this in I can't remember the name. It's knit or purl. I think that's all purl. And then this is all knit. There's a dog hair on there. And this is a cardinal. Isn't that beautiful? My granddaughter told me she didn't have it finished, and she stayed up late the night before the party and got it done. I just love it. It's a washcloth, but it's so pretty. I'm not going to use it as that. I'm going to use it because you all know I have a whole bunch of cardinals in my collection. My sister brought me my mom's cardinal tea set, which I'm very excited about to have. And I think I'm just going to put it up there, maybe put one of my cardinal statues right here. Isn't that beautiful? I just wanted to share that with you. She also gave me this. This is a Vera Bradley covered tape measure because I always say, measure, measure, measure. Anyway, I wanted to show you those things. And I hope that you all had an amazing New Year and amazing Christmas. New Year's Eve was great. We stayed home and then went to bed. I'm just at that stage in my life where I just don't like being out after dark. Plus, I can't really see because everything, reflects and everything. Well, we heard lots of fireworks outside, and our neighbors had a bunch of people over and had a good time. But we were just not into that. But it's a wonderful brand new year, and that's the thing that I love about New Year's is because it's like we've washed away last year, and we've got a brand new start. But I wanted to tell you something that really I checked my. Those of you who are my faithful watchers on YouTube, you'll find this information, and anyway, you'll find it interesting. Yes, you're right. You're right. Stockinette and I said them backwards. I know. That's what I'm saying. I do knit and I like knitting, but my daughter is the knit queen. She knits little dresses for her dolls and for my granddaughter's dolls and stuff, and she knits beautifully. That's her thing. Knit hats, all of it. I just prefer to crochet. Okay, so I got in my analytics this morning, just FYI, to see how my YouTube channel did for 2023. All right, this really surprised me. My 2 highest viewed videos totally surprised me. Okay, the #1 viewed video on my YouTube channel this year was my Scrub It Yarn Review Scrubbies. That one is like 4 years old, and it's still getting a ton of views. The second one, my second most viewed video was my chicken pot holder, and that's the one that I did, I want to say 2.5, 3 years ago, because I was still in Colorado, and we've been here almost 2 years now. We were in the first house, and now we're in our second house down here that we bought. And those are my 2 highest viewed videos. That totally surprised me. I thought it was going to be a poncho or a shawl or something, but it wasn't. It was those. And that's really neat. It's good information to know. Okay, so this is really interesting too. During 2023, I gained 6,500 subs. Isn't that amazing? Thank you all for being subs on my subscribing to my YouTube channel. As I say it over and over again, I can't do it without you. I can't. Okay, and then the views just blew me away. This is the total amount of my views on YouTube for 2023 for 1 year. 1,036,833. Isn't that just mind-blowing? I just totally blew my mind. I was not expecting that at all. So thank you all for viewing my videos, watching them, working the patterns, watching my silly stuff. Because, like I said, I can't do it without you. And I just thought that was super amazing. And I just thought, I'm going to check into that, see what it says. Okay, so now that we've chatted for a little bit, it's time to talk about what the giveaway is for January. Now, I told you last month we're going to do a mystery box of Premier yarns. Okay, and I gathered these yarns up that some I ordered in, some that I already had, that I had an extra cake or 2 of, and I wanted to give them all away. They're all brand new. And so I went to put them in the box, and I was going to use a medium-sized box. They won't fit. So when I went and dropped off some of my packages at the post office, I picked up the large size box, okay? I am not going to show you all of it. I'm going to give you a peek. There's $75 worth of yarn in here, okay? And you can see, I'm just going to give you a little peek. There's chunkies, there's DK, there's medium weight, and there's even some sock weight in there. All Premier yarns. And what that means is they're all from Premier.com, and I checked all of these yarns in here. You can still order all of them. So if you win this and you're like, oh, I want another cake of that, or I want another skein of that, you can go online and order it. And as always, I've been trying to remember to do this. I put my Premier link so that you can go through my affiliate link straight to the website underneath all my videos. I'm trying to remember to do it. Sometimes I forget. So do yourself a favor and head on over to that link afterwards and just look at all the wonderful yarns. They have a really good New Year's sale going on. I believe, if I looked at it right, it's the non-peeling ones. can't remember if it's non-pilling or no pilling, how they say that. Let's see. It's anti-pilling because I've got some in this box. Some of the anti-pilling yarns are still on sale, and some of the other ones. When you go to the Premier website, there's a tab at the top that says yarn. If you click that tab, it will come down and it'll tell you what's on sale. And there's also a tab, I think it says clearance. And they have some great clearance sales on some magnificent yarns. Sometimes they're clearing out shades and colors. The yarn's still available, but some of the colors and shades change and things like that. So be sure and check that out as well. Okay, so it's a brand new year. Do we still get involved in the giveaway the same way? Yes. If you know anything about me, I don't like change a whole lot. So, all you have to do to get your name entered for this giveaway is to comment. All of you that have already commented, you're already entered. You'll have 2 weeks. So if you're watching this later after the live video, you can still enter. I'm sorry, my throat's a little bit dry today. Even if you watch this later, how do you get into your drawings? I don't know what that means. Sorry. I don't know if that was for me. So if you watch this later, you're still, the drawings, the drawing for the giveaway. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I thought you were talking about drawing. Okay, my brain. Yes, everybody who comments gets entered. You don't need to comment a bunch of times. Your name will only be put in once. You have 2 weeks, even if you're watching this on a replay or rerun or whatever you want to call it. 2 weeks from today, I will announce the winner. And then I'll tell you the same thing I always say, never put your email or shipping address anywhere in a comment where anybody can find it. You can email me or contact me, and I'll tell you how to do that in 2 weeks. But it's the same as it's always been. Okay? Okay, that's our giveaway. I'm just really excited about this giveaway because that is a lot of really fun yarn in here. Like I said, you've got DK weight, you've got sock weight, you've got super bulky, you've got chunky, and of course, it's worth it for that. Okay, so there's lots of different kinds of yarns in there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I like to do this because it gives you a chance to try some yarns that maybe you don't know about or maybe haven't thought to buy or didn't know existed. You can try out some of these, and if you like them, you can always go and get more. Okay? Isn't that fun? And you know me, I love to give away yarn. I just really, really love to give away yarn. Okay. Let me get a drink of coffee, and we'll talk about what happened this last week at Posh Pooch Designs. All right, so what happened last week? Oh, someone said they just came on. Okay, if you're just now tuning in, make sure you watch the beginning of the video where I talk about the giveaway so you know what it is, okay? Because again, everybody can get in on it. Doesn't matter where you live or who you are. Anybody can get involved in it, okay? Okay. Let's talk about what happened last week at Posh Pooch Designs. So, this happened. Breakfast! So, last week, we did our toast. I called it, let's have toast and toast in the new year. These are coasters. You can have your morning coffee and your toast. If you're carb free or, can't have gluten, you can have some toast with your coffee. Alrighty. And then we made an egg pot holder. And I get the same question. If you want it thicker, make 2, put them together, and then do the last row. And these are our sunny side over, sunny side up, whatever, fried egg pot holders. And then I gave a little hint at the end of this video, and I said, I think we need some bacon. So I made a bacon dishcloth or washcloth. This one I like better because I think the fat color in it looks a little bit better. It's the same I used for this one. But the white is nice too. And I thought these would make just a fun thing to work on. You know, Christmas is over. all the holidays are over and we need something to work on, but we don't want a big old project. These are a great project. And what a great project to work on to give to somebody who maybe just bought a new house or going off to college for the first time and has a little kitchen, or even a wedding present or birthday present. I mean, it's just a fun little thing. Now, I also have in my videos, you can find in my playlist, a donut coaster. There's a coffee cup that you can make for play food, because these make for play food really good too. They work for play food really good too. I have a little bit of, I have a waffle that is, it's a little bit bigger, but it's a waffle hot pad. My brain like said, oh, again. I got too much. I'm thinking about trying to get through all this. But anyway, there's a waffle, there's a donut, there's a coffee cup hot pad, as well as a little coffee cup that you can use. I'm not going to be making a pancake because pancake is just round. You can do that super easy. You could make a pancake off this pattern right here. Just make it round and put a little pat of butter off the butter and you've got a pancake. So I'm not going to do that one. I just wanted to do these three because now we're going into what I call the winter months. This is a time of year we get super cold. January, February. It seems like my birthday is February 12th, and it seems like every year we have either ice or snow on my birthday. Yes, we have a waffle one. Just look in the playlist under kitchen and bath. You'll find all the donuts and the coffee cup stuff and the waffle hot pad. They're all there, and they're a lot of fun to make. I just think they're just super fun, but we decided just to make the three so you'd have a washcloth, a hot pad, and a coaster to go together. Okay? Okay, so can you use chunky? If you use chunky yarn, it's going to be bigger, and you're going to need to use a bigger crochet hook, okay? These are made using medium weight number 4 yarns. If you try to substitute a thinner yarn or a thicker yarn, the size is not going to be the same. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what the Three Kings holiday is. Sorry. Oh, I bet it has to do when the 3 kings came to the manger, because they didn't come at the manger in Bethlehem. They were when Jesus was in Egypt. I think, is that correct? Anyway, this is a time of year when I start thinking blankets. And so I've got a few patterns that, hang on. I have a few patterns that we're going to be working on that are, some are blankets and then some other things that are for a little bit warmer weather. And so, and then of course, we start heading towards February, which we're going to do some Valentine-y things. I actually, this Friday for Friday Fun Day, have a little Valentine-y thing we're going to do. That's a super fun item. And we're not, in the past, I've really concentrated on the holiday, like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, things like that. And I'm still going to do that a little bit, but I want to make sure that we get lots of things around all of that. So, anyway, I'll have to check into what you're talking about. I'm not Catholic, so I've never really celebrated the Epiphany or any of that stuff. I'll have to check into what all that is about. Okay, I was just reading somebody's post. Okay, anyway. Anywho, I've got lots of fun stuff coming, and we're gonna, one of the things that I mentioned when I did my our live video last week, is that we're going to be changing some things up. And if you want to know the exact changes, I posted the video on my YouTube channel as an intro video. It's right at the top. And it explains all the things that we're going to be doing this year. And it's similar, but a little bit different. Okay, we're still going to do the Scrap Happy pattern every month. We're going to do a square a month. There was a YouTube crochet along 7 years ago. And so we're going to update that and do it again. We also are going to continue with our live videos. And then we're also going to go back to having our this and that videos, which is what they are is they're just questions. And so what I really want to encourage you, tomorrow I'll be posting the first this and that video for 2024. And so what I encourage you to do, I'm trying to read responses and talk at the same time. It's not pretty. I needed to do one thing. I cannot multitask. Okay, so what I want from you all about the this or that question videos is if you have a question about yarn substitutions, yarn colors, yarn weights, anything having to do with yarn, weaving in, those kinds of things. Any questions that you might have, you can put those in the comments on those videos. And then when I read through the videos, I'll jot them down. And then we can talk about all of those questions through the year. One thing to remember, you know, we've talked a lot of questions through the 7 years that I've been doing YouTube. But one thing to remember, I had someone comment to me, they've been crocheting longer than me. Of course, they hadn't because they'd only been crocheting 10 years and I've been crocheting over 40. But they said, why do I talk to them like a child that they already know all this stuff? Okay, and so what I want to say to you, I want to say this in a really kind way. When I repeat myself on a video, or when I give stitch counts on a video, or when I try to give you as much information as possible, it's not because I'm talking down to you, and it's not because I'm trying to teach you like you're not smart enough to know these things. What I'm doing is trying to make sure that everybody understands. In other words, some people are just learning to crochet, even though you maybe have crocheted for 100 years, you know. So everybody's at a different place in their yarn journey or in their crochet journey or understanding how to use yarn and crochet journey. Okay? And so if I repeat myself once or twice on the video, especially when I'm doing a tutorial, yes, you're going to find there's going to be advertisements on live videos from time to time. It's something new that YouTube is doing in order to help us as creators earn a little bit more money. That's all it is. If the commercial comes on, it's usually a minute. Run get a cup of coffee or get you another snack. It's just life, you know. And as long as we can keep this free, there'll be commercials. And I want to keep it free. I don't want y'all to have to pay to watch my videos. Okay? And so if you have to sit through a commercial, run get a snack or Rice Krispie treats, which are my favorite, which I can't have anymore. Anywho, back to what I was talking about. If you feel like I'm repeating myself on a YouTube, especially a tutorial, or I've already given the stitch count and I say it again, like I said, it's because there are a lot of people who are just learning to crochet and need help understanding those things. Okay? You may have been crocheting for a really long time, but others haven't. And I want my YouTube channel to be, my patterns to be used by everybody, because remember, I think everyone should crochet. I don't care who you are. You know, I think everyone should crochet because crochet is so healing. And you can pick up that crochet and, you know, get the world out for a little while and just pick up that crochet and concentrate on that crochet. Okay? All right, Judy, your best bet probably would be to search that online if you're looking for measurements for rectangle granny. I do have one on my video, but your best bet when you're looking for something like that is just to go to the search bar and search it. And tons of videos will come up for it, okay? All right, so the other thing is I did have someone tell me I give too much information and it's confusing. And so like I said, I'm really trying just to get everybody's to understand about crochet. And that's why I always tell you, if you're watching one of my YouTube channels, or not channels, but YouTube tutorials, and it's just not making sense to you, click that link underneath the video where I have the written pattern and pictures, because it will take you over to the blog. It's free on the view on the blog, and you can see it written out. You can see the pictures, and sometimes that helps. Also, when you go to that written pattern on the blog, when you go down the beginning of it, there's a little section that says notes. Read those notes. Those usually answer the questions that I get. Like, does the chain 3 count as a stitch? Does the chain 1 count as a stitch? Do we slip stitch when we join? Where do we join? A lot of that information is in that little notes section. Okay? And I try to give you as much information as possible, but sometimes, like I said, it can be overwhelming. And so, like I said, I love my YouTube channel. I love making patterns for you all. And, you know, just like these, all 3 of these are patterns that I designed that have a YouTube video. It has a written pattern and pictures to go with it. And that's just to give you as much information and help as I can possibly help you. All right, so, anywho, right, as Yolanda said, I want to include beginner crocheters as well as those who are experienced. And I'm going to tell you something that a lot of people don't like to hear. Some people call themselves experienced. And I've been crocheting for over 40 years. And I don't call myself that because I feel like I still have lots to learn. And I think that in crochet and with any art, it's ever changing and ever growing. Constantly changing, constantly growing, new patterns, new ways of doing things. And, you know, another thing is these new crocheters that come on, they do a stitch and they call it a different name. And it's okay. I don't mind because they're crocheting. But it can be confusing. And so keep that in mind. I have crochet books in my closet that are over 100 years old that have these same stitches in them that they're calling brand new stitches. Okay? One of them that totally cracks me up is the foundation stitches. They act like they're brand new. I've been doing them forever. You know, and it's just they give crochet stitches new names, and it's okay. I mean, I want everyone to crochet, so if they give it a new name, I don't care. You know, but I just like I said, I want everybody to crochet, and don't be afraid to try new stitches and new techniques. And I really recommend going and getting what's called, don't be offended by this, Crochet for Dummies. Okay, because it really does break it down. It used to be on Amazon for like $9.97, and I think some of those you can download on your tablets now. I haven't checked like recently, but that was one of the ones I used a lot when I was first teaching other people. A lot of them are drawn out sketches, not pictures. And I felt like they were really able to understand from that. And it's online, and I have in the past recommended. One of the ones that people really struggle with is when you crochet on the other side of the chain. It's not done all the time. It's very confusing until finally you're like, oh, I figured it out. And there is a section in Crochet for Dummies that has pictures of that. And so I would send them that. And then they're like, well, why'd you send me that? I'm not a dummy. I'm like, no, that's just the name of the book, but it's a really helpful book. I wish they named it something else, like Crochet for Beginners or something, but, there is a series of this and that or the other, for dummies. It's not, they're not calling you a dummy. It's just a book. So anyway, I wanted to just kind of talk about that and clear that up. Okay, so the last thing I want to leave you with, I know we're already past our 30 minutes, but the last thing I wanted to leave you with is that every year I choose a word that is my word for inspiration for the year. And I really thought long and hard about this word because in the past I've chosen words like joy, encouraging, things like that. And this word this time is different because it really is about, well, the word I chose is others. Because my goal through this channel is to help others, to bring joy to others, to encourage others, to help others, and when I give away a shawl to someone, it's to encourage others and things like that. When I do a giveaway, it's for others. And the truth of the matter is, like I say every time, I can't do this without all of you, my others. So that's why I just really felt like it was a good word this year. It seems like, every time I go to the grocery store, I meet someone who might be a little cranky or frustrated because they have to, do self-checkout or whatever. And so I'm trying to be encouraging to others no matter where I go. And I don't always accomplish it, okay? Let's be real. We don't. Sometimes we're the others that need to be encouraged. But anyway, that is my goal this year, is others. Because I like to choose a word every year. And so, yeah, that's my word. All right, so I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going to let you go. I want you to have a fantastic week. And remember, I forgot to say this. Remember, go to our Facebook Coffee and Crochet with Sara group. Even if you don't like Facebook, get on there and go to the group, because that's the only place that I know of that you can post pictures so that we can see your crochet design work. Okay, because I love to see your work. I love to see, whether it's my pattern or somebody else's, I love to see what you've crocheted, okay? The link to that group is down underneath this video. If you scroll down, all my links are there, including that one, okay? All right, I'll see you next week. Remember to think of others.